337 under the hood, bad electric, oh dear Lord. Say what you will, turn up your nose, but it's my flatbed Ford. Got no money to get it paint, but the primer keeps it clean. Got no grill, the window's cracked, but it still looks mighty mean. You'll hear it coming from a block away. Trail of Queens, watch out. And I don't care what other people say, I know this without a doubt. Don't need no 409 to drag me down that line. Got me my flatbed Ford. It might be slow, but I know that it will go. Love me my flatbed Ford. Half the bed was rusted out, so I got it for a song. Built a new one out of wood, didn't take me very long. Took a while of looking around to find a door that fit. Once I got it all together, I tell you it's the shit. You'll hear it coming from a block away. Trail of Queens, watch out. And I don't care what other people say, I know this without a doubt. Don't need no 409 to drag me down that line. Got me my flatbed Ford. It might be slow, but I know that it will go. Love me my flatbed Ford. Coming from a block away. Trail of Queens, watch out. And I don't care what other people say, I know this without a doubt. Don't need no 409 to drag me down that line. Got me my flatbed Ford. It might be slow, but I know that it will go. Love me my flatbed Ford. When your clutches got to sticking, you're left stranded thinking, wish I had a flatbed Ford. That cherry hot rod deuce won't put up with the abuse. Can't take that pedal to the floor. That rockabilly wreck, it's gonna break your neck. Can't take my flatbed Ford. It might be slow, but I know that it will go. Love me my flatbed Ford. 2, 3, 4. They tell me I'm incorrigible and often quite obscene. Slow to learn my lesson when the teachers are so mean. So I didn't pay attention when they handed virtue out. Figured out eventually what life is all about. I hear that heaven's pretty folks are dying to get in. To keep them hymns and prayers, I got a long, long list to send. The threat of fire and brimstone won't never shut my mouth. The view from heaven's nice, but the party's further south. Way down on 665 Perdition Street, got a neighbor keeps me up all night, making mayhem, carrying on till the sun comes up, and being bad never felt so right. St. Peter took one look at me and promptly tossed me out. Guess I'm not the kind they wanna wandering about. I got a taste for darkness now, I just can't go without. The view from heaven's nice, but the part is further south. Way down on 665 Perdition Street, got a neighbor keeps me up all night, making mayhem, carrying on till the sun comes up, and being bad never felt so right. Blessed are the rascals who never could sit still. Blessed are the thirsty who drank and got their fill. Blessed are the naughty ones who got it figured out. The view from heaven's nice, but the part is further south. So pour another round, Mr. Mephistopheles, 'cause a folk-tongue wicked temptress got me so weak in the knees. She lit a fire inside me, holy water won't put out. The view from heaven's nice, but the party's further south. I was 80 miles from nowhere in the hills of Tennessee, when suddenly a brilliant glowing light surrounded me. Above me was a spaceship, pulled me up inside, where I met a little green man and he offered me a ride. Before we left he said there was a couple things we need: a fifth of scotch, a bag of Cheetos, and a big fat sack of weed. We ran rings around Saturn, we did donuts on Draco. We got mighty close to meteors, we were passing through Virgo. We raised some hell in Hyades, where I beat up a blue Cyclops. Had a little run-in with a couple android cops. We got sucked into a wormhole, spit out the other side, and we had ourselves a blast on our rocket ship joyride. It was about this time I realized I was in over my head. My little green tour guide and I might quickly end up dead, but we picked up some purple ladies at a spot near Pleiades, one big at a casino in a far-off galaxy. We threw ourselves a party, but our luck it didn't last, because those dancers double-crossed us and took off with all our cash. So we ran rings around Saturn, we did donuts on Draco. We tried to rob a bank when we were passing through Virgo, where I almost got my ass kicked by an angry blue Cyclops. And now I'm on the run from a couple android cops. We got shit-faced on some comet dust that made me go cross-eyed. Things were getting out of hand on our rocket ship joyride. Blast off! By now my bank account was empty, nothing left for gas or tolls. So he dumped me here in Vegas and took off with all my clothes. That's how we got to this point, and I swear to God it's true. Officer, do I look like the kind of guy who'd lie to you? I know this is the strangest thing you've heard in all your life, but I'll need a copy of this statement so I can prove it to my wife. that we ran rings around Saturn. We did donuts on Draco. Sir, I have no recollection of any incident in Virgo. And I got this big old shiner from an angry blue cyclops. And now I'm on the run from those fucking android cops. I'm telling you it happened, it was just as I described. And I swear I'll never take another rocket ship joy ride. Shot a coat of primer on my surfboard after I sanded it back into shape. Now the weeds are getting higher and I'm feeling less and less. I wanna get back on ever again. I can't surf no more. That salty air has no lure for me. Now I stay the hell off that ever-loving beach since that shark took a bite out of me. Never had no quarrel with a barracuda fish. Giant squid would finally leave me be. If I never see that one-eyed hammerhead again, that would be just fine by me. 'Cause my surfboard's up on blocks. Fix it up one of these days. I lost my love of surfing when I got bit in the ass. As long as he's out there, I'll stay. Don't get me wrong, that old shark, he paid the price. Poked his eye until he let me go. I hear he wears a patch now, I suppose it serves him right. If he feels bad, I guess I'll never know. I'm still picking his teeth out of my backside, and he watches every time I walk by. 'Cause there's a jar up on my shelf filled up with formaldehyde, where I keep that shark's missing left eye. Never had no quarrel with a barracuda fish. Giant squid would finally leave me be. If I never see that one-eyed hammerhead again, that would be just fine by me. 'Cause my surfboard's up on blocks. I'll fix it up one of these days. Lost my love of surfing when I got bit in the ass. As long as he's out there, I'll stay. 'Cause my surfboard's up on blocks. I'll fix it up one of these days. I lost my love of surfing when I got bit in the ass. As long as he's out there, I'll stay. From the moment she laid eyes on that long black car and he stepped out of the driver's side door, he had a sparkle in his eyes, he had a razor blade smile. She felt something she never had before. So they went for a ride when the sun went down. She didn't know just what was in store. For behind that charming smile was a monster deep inside, who'd go and change her life forevermore. He rode a long black Lincoln right into her heart, and that was the beginning of the end. Soon enough there'd be a nice cold body in the trunk, 'cause mayhem is the devil's only friend. Things were pretty peachy for the first few months. Pretty soon the world was turning sour. Go out at night drinking in that long black car and stumble home well past the witching hour. When she called him out for cheating, he didn't take it well. That's when her life went from bad to worse. He took out a switchblade knife and he nearly took her life. He said she'll trade that Continental for a hearse. He rode a long black Lincoln right into her heart. That was the beginning of the end. Soon enough there'd be an ice cold body in the trunk, 'cause mayhem is the devil's only friend. Well, he came home one night, he was in a mood to fight, looking crazier than he'd ever been before. When he went for the knife, he was too drunk to realize she took it from him as he stumbled through the door. She stuck it in between his ribs, air slipped from his lungs, his life spilled out on the kitchen floor. And while he twitched and choked and gasped, and she watched him breathe his last, now she never have to fear that monster anymore. She wrapped him up in carpet and she threw him in the trunk, weighed him down so he wouldn't float away. Then she dumped him off the bridge and she got back in the car, and a smile slowly crept upon her face. Well, she ran so fast that she didn't get her things. She told herself it was just as well, 'cause the only thing she needed was the car that caught her eye and the blade that sent the devil back to hell. She rode a long black Lincoln right out of the town. My friends, that's how the story ends. Don't you know that evil bastard got what he deserved? 'Cause mayhem is the devil's only friend. Tragic night, I thought that was the end, but 6 weeks later, well, the stars must have aligned. She came into my life once again. When she showed up at the door, I was so unsure, but life without her was causing me pain. I couldn't wait to hear the sound of her voice, but all she had to say was brains. Not quite dead, not quite alive, but I'm gonna love the rest of her unnatural life. Our love is special, she's my whole entire world, my shuffling, groaning, dead-eyed zombie girl. Whenever we go out now, everybody stares, but I've gotten used to it, I guess. I definitely admit that she's gotten kind of bitey. Our relationship changed, I confess. I don't let her stay the night, now I sleep alone, 'cause I don't feel safe anymore. I tell her goodbye, kiss her goodnight, but she keeps trying to break down the door. Not quite dead, not quite alive, I'm gonna love the rest of her unnatural life. Our love is special, she's my whole entire world, my shuffling, groaning, dead-eyed dead-eyed zombie girl. Well, just the other day I was feeling pretty bad. My temperature was running quite hot. I'm getting strange cravings, I don't sleep anymore. My body is starting to rot. But I'm still with my girl, we're always together. Though a lot of things now go unsaid, we understand each other like no one else can. That's the way love goes when you're the undead. Not quite dead, not quite alive. I'm gonna love the rest of her unnatural life. Our love is special, she's my whole entire world. My shuffling, groaning, dead-eyed zombie girl. Dead-eyed zombie girl. She's my dead-eyed zombie girl. Dead-eyed zombie girl.